Hi to all. Today concept reflex klystron. Somewhat of the problems from previous topic. So this graph indicates plasma frequency reduction factor for multi-cavity klystron. Previous class continuation. Just to recall photograph for multi-cavity. And this is also practical prototype for multi-cavity klystron. Practical photograph for multi-cavity klystron. So take snapshot for this one. Now let we discuss some two problems on a multi-cavity klystron. Problem number one. So I am reading the statement. 4-cavity klystron having the following parameters. Voltage 14.5 kilovolt, current 1.4 amperes, operating frequency 10 gigahertz, DC electron charge density 10 power minus 6 coulomb per cubic meter, RF charge density 10 power minus 8 centimeter, velocity vibrations 10 power 5 milliseconds. So this is the data required to solve the given questionnaire. Clear? Now the questionnaire given here. So DC electron velocity. So what is the first question here? So here I am pointing here. So DC electron velocity, questionnaire first one. DC phase constant, calculate. Plasma frequency, calculate. We have direct formula. Reduced plasma, status of the plasma. BC, DC beam current density. And instantaneous beam current density. So these are the questionnaire problem taken from previous paper. So first direct question, DC electron velocity. We have formula, direct formula. So 0.593 10 power 6 square root of beam voltage. So try to implement the problem for formula. Try to implement the formula. So DC electron velocity 0.593 10 power 6 square root of beam voltage. So already manaki DC electron velocity equation telusu. Just recall the equation, substitute the given data. Answer 0.714 10 power 8 meter per second. So this is the first question answer. Now I am going to second question. DC phase constant. DC phase constant. So we have the formula DC phase constant. So 2 pi into 10 power 10 divided by DC electron velocity. So numerator, previous answer 0.714 10 power m by s meter by second, direct substitution. So I got 8.80 10 power 2 radians per meter. DC phase constant. DC phase constant. Next, plasma frequency. So plasma frequency. So they mention here plasma frequency. So we have the formula. So direct substitution. So direct substitution for plasma frequency 1.414 10 power 8 radian per seconds. Direct substitution, plasma frequency, formula based question. Next question, calculate the same per 0.4 reduction. So option D question. So same answer. So 1.414 10 power 8 reduction 0.4 multiplication. So directly you will get reduced plasma frequency equals to 0.54 10 power 8 radian per seconds. So this is the answer for this one. Next, reduced plasma frequency equals to 0.564 10 power 8 radians per second. Next, going to next bit, DC beam current density. So DC beam current density. So simple, just add the DC electron velocity by its current. So 10 power minus 6 and DC electron charge density. So charge density multiplied by velocity. So you are having beam current density. So 10 power minus 6 in the question. So in earlier steps we got 0.714 10 power 8. So therefore current density units ampere per meter square. So therefore you got 71.414. Next bit, instantaneous beam current density. Just direct substitution, DC electron velocity multiplied with your past. So finally you got the answer 0.614 ampere per meter square. So this is the 4-cavity klystron example problem taken from previous paper. Go on to next slide, next problem. Similarity problems are available here. Somewhat of the change in the questionnaire. So a 4-cavity klystron. So here I am reading the statement. A 4-cavity klystron. So therefore it is a multi-cavity klystron example. Beam voltage 18 kilovolt. Beam current 2.25 amperes. Gap distance 1 centimeter. Operating frequency 10 gigahertz. Voltage 10 volt. So beam coupling coefficient 1. The beam current density 10 power 8 centimeter coulombs per cubic meter. So this is the entire valid data required to solve the given questionnaire. So question number 1, DC electron velocity. Question number 1, DC electron velocity. So answer equals to direct formula substitution as like previous. 0.593 10 power 6 square root of beam voltage. So directly you got a 0.796 10 power 8 meter per second. 0.796 10 power 8 meter per second. Clear? Next, a DC electron phase constant. Next question, DC electron phase constant. So direct formula 2 pi frequency. So 2 pi 10 power 10 divided by beam velocity, electron velocity. So 7.89 10 power square radians per meter. DC electron phase constant. Third question, plasma frequency. So direct substitution like previous one. Plasma substitution. So we got 1.41 10 power 7 radians per second. So reduced plasma with phase constant. So phase constant they mentioned of 0.5. So multiplied 0.5 with this value. Next, transit time across the gap. So we have the transit time. So direct formula substitution. So we got 0.1256 nanoseconds. 0.1256 nanoseconds. Next question, electron velocity with input gap. So calculate the electron velocity for the input gap. So we have the formula. So V naught multiplied by 1 plus signal voltage divided by 2m sine 2 pi fct. So same problem, same formula for electron velocity leaving the input gap. This is the velocity of the electron after leaving the first input buncher gap, buncher cavity gap. So this is the velocity. So this is the model problem taken from previous question problem. Now going to today concept reflex klystron. So we have in our microwave tube two cavity klystron completed, power point completed, multi cavity power point completed. Now comes with the reflex klystron presentation. So in this presentation we are going to take a task on what is the working behavior of the particular reflex klystron. So this is very important model, reflex klystron. So as per the reflex klystron, the reflex klystron is a single variable frequency microwave generator for a low power and low efficiency. So to generate small powers, for our academic point of view, we have laboratory, we have bench setup for reflex klystron, so very low micro power and low efficiency. So so this is the practical view for the reflex klystron, practical reflex klystron prototype used in the microwave industries. Reflex klystron, generally these reflex klystrons are used as application in radio receivers, local oscillators, signal source for microwave generators, portable microwave links, similarly somewhat of the parametrical links. So on slide you are watching reflex klystron schematic. So the block diagram consisting of cathode plate, cathode, repeller, bunching cavity, as well as the cavity of the anode particular output. So repeller, so which is the ripples the particular this one, so negative. So when focusing anode is existing. So generally the reflex klystron has electron gun filament that is surrounded by a cathode and focusing the electrode at the cathode potential. So on screen you are watching the reflex klystron. So when electron beam is accelerated towards the anode cavity, so after this gap, so the cavity electrons travels towards the repeller electrode, so which is having very highest negative polarity potential. So the electrons never reach the repeller because of this negative field. So therefore they again turn back to the cap. So until the suitable conditions, electron give more energy to the gap, so they look for gap, so the forward journey for oscillations are to be sustained. So similar to that of two cavity klystron and multi cavity klystron, from the electron gun, so the electron which is having highest velocity, that should be attained here, so that should be called here early electron. So the electron which is having moderate speed, so that is having reference electron. So the reference electron attains moderate speed. Similarly, the late electron EL. So similarly, like previous concepts, we are having early electron, late electron, and reference electron. So therefore, late electron having greatest potential trying to reach the cavity position. Similarly, moderate electron, moderate speed, and which is equals to beam voltage, applied beam voltage. So early electron has lowest velocity, so therefore they are trying to reach the gap. So on this process, the electrons are trying to rush into the gap. So that is called here electron beam. So the operation of this reflex klystron is simply when you have having when an amplifier is applied a feedback connection, so therefore automatically it will be act as an oscillator. So sometimes this reflex klystron oscillator are simply a cavity structure, so that is called reversing the electron beam. So why this reflex klystron has its name? So that is this type of klystron is called reflex. Nothing but it will reflects the action of the electron beams. So it is also be obey velocity modulation before the beam formation. So therefore, mechanisms of these reflex klystron can be explained by the similar Applegate diagram. So it is assumed. So in this reflex klystron, I think everybody understanding the motion of the electrons. So what are the electrons? Namely here, late electron, reference electron, early electron. Clear? So all this. So all these electrons trying to make them in the prescribed format. So that is the when RF voltage is produced across the gap. So cavity electrons act as an electron beam. That is calls to produce here. Go to the previous slide, schematic slide. So that is called reference electron. So what is the nature of this reference electron? So that is always trying to pass through the gap. I think, but this gap voltage equals to 0 or to be going to be a negative. So nothing but the key point we have to observe reference electron unaffected by the gap voltage. That should be noted down. Reference electron unaffected by the gap voltage. So this moves towards the repeller and get reflected by the negative voltage on the repeller. So in our schematic, we have a repeller now. So this repeller has the highest negative voltage. So therefore what happened? All these electrons are come back by repulsion. And these comeback back end electrons are trying to reach the gap cavity during the second time. Now, what is the behavior of early electron? We have one early electron now, early electron. So the early electron passes the gap before the reference electron. So this early electron experience maximum positive voltage across the gap. So therefore, this electron having highly tendency for acceleration. So that is the early electron. So therefore, it moves with greater velocity, and also this with this great velocity, it is trying to penetrate into the repeller space very much speed. So the return time of this early electron is greater according to the depth of the penetration into the particular repeller space. Clear? In previous two cavity, multi cavity, we have repeller drift space na. So similarly in this reflex klystron answer, the gap observed between this cavity structure and repeller is called repeller space. So therefore early electron and repel electron both are trying to appear at the gap at the second time. So that is the important mechanism in this block diagram. Now what is the third electron? Yes, late electron. So this late electron passes the gap later than reference electron, and also it is experience maximum negative voltage. Why? Because as a tendency it is negative electron na, that is a late electron. So late electron has maximum negative voltage, and therefore and moves with retarding velocity. So during the return time, shorter during the return time, shorter as the presentation into the repeller space. So therefore bunches, they will form approximating of the bunching process. Clear? So I think everybody clear about this electron preparations. So bunches occur only once per cycle and centered around the reflex klystron, centered around the reflex electron. And this bunches has maximum energy to the gap to get provide the sustained oscillations. Clear? So up to now very much clear what are the name of the electrons participating in the reflex klystron operation and what is the behavior with respect to velocity. Clear? Now come to the next step. So the most of the electrons, so that is most optimum departure time of this reference electron, so which is having the 180-degree point with respect to sine wave. uh, Here we have the previous applicate. So the most optimum nature, so the cavity resonator respond for the minimum. See here, this is the applicate for the repeller space. So we have early electron. So we have the particular drift speed. Clear? So as like previous our explanation done up to now on the schematic of the repeller reflex klystron. So I make the points on the screen. So the velocity modulation of electrons are bunching together. So these electrons lost their kinetic energy, so they are entering into somewhat of positive cycle of the RF field. So with respect to Applegate diagram, the conclusion written here according to the application of the reflex klystron. So these bunches, group of electrons form once per cycle and they are centered around the reference electron. So therefore all these bunches transfer maximum energy to the gap. So therefore maximum energy can be attained. So that is the conclusion taken from schematic. So for the oscillations to be sustained, so the time taken by the electrons to travel into the repeller space and back to the gap. So that's why that is called transit time. So for a given optimum value in reflex klystron operation, we have the optimum value that should be called here transit time. So with respect to this repeller voltage, the cavity resonator spends somewhat of energy in the accelerating the electrons, so therefore gaining the energy and also retarding them. If as there are many retarded electrons are accelerated, so the total energy is railed out by the particular thing. So for this discussion, so from this discussion of this reflex klystron, so the gap voltage should be maintained. The gap voltage should be maintained as positive. So that is the very important point from this discussion. I think everybody listening this key point. So this is the very important point for the reflex klystron. So in the next lecture, we are going to focus how to understand the mode of oscillations. Up to now in this class, we familiar about schematic of the reflex klystron and the operation of the reflex klystron in full explanation mode. In coming next lecture, we will continue the modes and operating characteristics and mathematical analysis of this reflex klystron.